Burning or ice-cold pain, tingling, pins and needles, electrical shock sensations, throbbing pain, and numbness are typical symptoms of neuropathic pain. This type of pain is caused by a disease or injury to a nerve or the neurological system. There are more than 100 conditions that can cause nerve pain. The most common include peripheral neuropathy, shingles, sciatic nerve compression, carpal tunnel syndrome, trigeminal neuralgia, multiple sclerosis, spinal cord injury, and post-stroke pain. Nutrition for the nerves is very important because nerves need essential nutrients to regenerate and heal. Often, a lack of nutrients or the presence of toxic nutrients can be the cause of nerve pain. If you find this information helpful, please consider liking this content and subscribing for more health-related insights. Today, we will discuss 7 food groups that you should incorporate into your diet if you have neuropathic pain, as well as 5 food groups you should avoid. Here are the 7 foods you need to add to your regular diet to combat nerve pain. The first food group consists of foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These essential fatty acids are the basis of our brain and the myelin that covers the nerves. They are also important for regeneration after a nerve injury. Omega-3 is an anti-inflammatory nutrient, and inflammation is involved in nerve injury and diseases. Foods rich in omega-3 include fish from cold water like salmon, cod, tuna, sardines, mackerel, and herring. Some seeds, such as chia and flax seeds, are also rich in omega-3. Adding omega-3 rich food to your diet, such as at least 2 portions of fish every week, provides a good supply of omega-3. If you do not eat fish or these seeds, you may need to consider supplementing with fish oil or omega-3 capsules. The second food group is fruits, especially grapes and berries, which contain antioxidants and substances that protect nerves from further damage. These antioxidants reduce chronic inflammatory processes that cause slow nerve degeneration. Consuming a portion of berries or grapes every day can offer protection. Examples of berries include blueberries, blackberries, cranberries, cherries, and strawberries. Green, red, and dark grapes are all good options as well. Other beneficial fruits include oranges, as they contain a lot of vitamin C, which helps with healing and boosts the immunological system. The third food group is grains. Give preference to whole grains, such as brown rice, oats, and quinoa. Grains are seeds from grasses called cereals, and grain products can be processed into flour. However, try to avoid processed and refined grains as much as possible and eat them whole to maintain their nutritional composition. For example, white rice is processed and refined, so choose brown rice instead. If you do not like brown rice, your next best choice is parboiled rice. Grains contain many nutrients important to nerve health, including many necessary B vitamins. A normal portion of rice is about 5.5 ounces, or 155 grams. In terms of calories, all 3 types of rice are equivalent, around 200 calories. However, brown rice has 23% of vitamin B1, thiamine, 25% of vitamin B3, niacin, 11% of vitamin B6, 3.5% of vitamin B9, folate, and 14% of magnesium. Parboiled rice has 10% of vitamin B1, 23% of vitamin B3, 14% of vitamin B6, 1% of folate, and 3% of magnesium. White rice has 3% of B1, 4% of vitamin B3, 9% of vitamin B6, 1% of folate, and 7% of magnesium. Grains are a type of carbohydrate, and carbs are converted into energy for your brain. The brain consumes 20% of all energy we eat. That is why when you are studying, paying attention to something really important, or doing a very intense cognitive task, you feel much hungrier. So, feed your brain with grains. The fourth food group is nuts. Nuts are very rich in many vitamins and minerals, especially B vitamins, which are important for nerve and brain health. They also contain fiber, omega-3 fatty acids, and unsaturated fats, and are an excellent source of energy for the brain. Examples include walnuts, cashews, almonds, Brazil nuts, peanuts, hazelnuts, chestnuts, pecans, and pistachios. Nut oils are also a good source of healthy nutrients from nuts. However, they do not contain fiber. The fifth food group is beans. Beans are considered legumes and are rich in magnesium, which helps in nerve regeneration and blocks pain signals in central sensitization. Any kind of bean is good, including black beans, pinto beans, lima beans, fava beans, chickpeas, and lentils. Beans are rich in carbohydrates, which are excellent for converting into energy for the brain. Please note that this information is for educational purposes only and not intended to provide medical advice. If you have a medical condition that requires treatment, please talk to your doctor to get a treatment plan. In case of an emergency, please go to the nearest emergency department or call an ambulance. The sixth food group is meat protein. Meat products contain a lot of vitamin B12, iron, and proteins, which are very important for the function of the neurological system, oxygenation, and preventing anemia. Give preference to lean meat, like chicken and turkey. The final and seventh food group is vegetables. Vegetables contain many antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Try to incorporate them into your diet many times during the day. Vegetables like broccoli, spinach, and kale are rich in alpha-lipoic acid, ALA, a potent substance that fights nerve damage and improves nerve function. Potatoes and yams are also rich in ALA and other anti-inflammatory nutrients. Now, here are 5 things to avoid. First, if you have neuropathic pain, be aware that alcohol can be the cause of peripheral neuropathy and makes other nerve pains worse. Second, limit the amount of sodium. Salt can be very dangerous, and if you are not used to reading labels on all the foods you eat every day, start reading them and use a calculator to add up all the salt you eat in a day. You should limit yourself to 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. Third, avoid food high in sugar. These foods can decompensate diabetes, and diabetes is the most frequent cause of peripheral neuropathy. Avoid white sugar, brown sugar, ice cream, snacks, desserts, and processed foods. Also, avoid sodas, artificial juices, candies, donuts, cakes, pies, and even chocolate. Fourth, avoid unhealthy fats. Stay away from any deep-fried foods and red meat with visible fat. Eggs are permitted, but avoid fried eggs. Fifth and last, avoid too much caffeine. Caffeine stimulates the sympathetic nervous system, causes tremors and irritability, and can aggravate nerve pain. Check your pain medications, as some of them may already contain caffeine. Beyond dietary changes, adopting certain lifestyle habits can further support nerve health and manage pain effectively. Regular physical activity is crucial, even if it might seem counterintuitive when you are in pain. Low-impact exercises such as swimming, walking, or cycling can improve blood circulation, which in turn delivers essential oxygen and nutrients to damaged nerves. Exercise also releases endorphins, the body's natural painkillers, which can help reduce the perception of pain. Start slowly and gradually increase the intensity and duration of your workouts to avoid overexertion. Stretching and yoga can also be particularly beneficial, as they help maintain flexibility and reduce muscle tension that often accompanies chronic pain conditions. Another vital aspect is sleep hygiene. Chronic pain often disrupts sleep, and poor sleep can, in turn, worsen pain perception, creating a vicious cycle. Establishing a regular sleep routine by going to bed and waking up at the same time every day can help regulate your body's internal clock. Ensure your sleeping environment is conducive to rest by keeping it dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid screens from phones, tablets, or televisions at least 1 hour before bedtime, as the blue light emitted can interfere with the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. If pain keeps you awake, consider relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation to help calm your mind and body before sleep. Stress management is equally important in controlling neuropathic pain. Stress can trigger or intensify pain symptoms by causing muscle tension and increasing inflammation in the body. Finding effective ways to manage stress can have a significant impact on your overall well-being. Practices such as mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, and engaging in hobbies you enjoy can help lower stress levels. Cognitive behavioral therapy is another effective tool that can help you develop coping strategies to deal with chronic pain and the stress it causes. It helps change the way you think about pain and can reduce its emotional impact on your life. Hydration also plays a key role in maintaining nerve health. Dehydration can lead to muscle cramps and increased nerve sensitivity, which can exacerbate pain. Aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day, adjusting your intake based on your activity level and the climate you live in. Herbal teas can be a good alternative if you find it difficult to drink plain water, but be mindful of those that might contain caffeine if you are sensitive to it. Lastly, maintaining a healthy weight can reduce the burden on your nerves, especially in weight-bearing joints and the spine. Excess weight can contribute to inflammation and put additional pressure on nerves, potentially worsening conditions like sciatica or diabetic neuropathy. Combining the dietary changes discussed earlier with regular physical activity can help you achieve and maintain a healthy weight, thereby reducing the strain on your nervous system. By integrating these lifestyle changes with a nerve-friendly diet, you can create a comprehensive approach to managing neuropathic pain and improving your quality of life.